Welcome into CommonWell TV, where we're interviewing some of the top health IT industry experts and finding out how their organizations are helping when it comes to interoperability. So let's go ahead now and introduce you to the co-founder and president of Redox, and that is Niko Skievaski. And Niko, as you know, CommonWell and other interoperability groups were created to fulfill some of those health IT industry needs. How do you see that really evolving with some of these new challenges emerging in data exchange?
Yeah, great question. Um, I think that there's this core need to solve this interoperability problem of when a patient moves from one care setting to another, and groups like CommonWell, I feel like are really well set up to do that. Having a nationwide network that can span beyond kind of the regional HIEs, which was maybe the attempt that we had before at trying to solve that problem. There's a lot of different layers to this interoperability challenge, though, and so I think CommonWell fits really well into that piece of it. And then, of course, the way that CommonWell collaborates with so many other partners in the industry to kind of fill in the other pieces of it. What are the technology vendors that are actually supplying that data so that it can move? And then groups like Redox, who are helping those vendors connect up to CommonWell so they can more effectively work within the network. There's not a kind of one size fits all panacea type solution for this interoperability problem, but I love the way that CommonWell collaborates with all sorts of different vendors to bring a solution to market that can actually make a difference across this really complex landscape.
Niko, what do you think some of the benefits are going to come from, or what some of the benefits are going to be as a result of some of the new government regulations when it comes to data sharing?
Yeah, we've been trying to, I say we as the royal we of the industry, we've been trying to move to value-based care for a long time. And what value-based care requires is that patients and the people who pay for care, so patients and payers, can choose between a wide set of options um, for the type of services that a patient might need, whether that's procedures or tests or other things like that. And the thing that I'm really excited about with the new regulatory landscape is that it puts the power in patients' hands to take their data and move it wherever they need to receive the care that they want. So allowing the consumer to drive kind of that shopping behavior, I think will allow value-based care to happen more quickly, as well as align incentives around how patients and how payers and how providers actually are choosing the type of care necessary for patients.
Niko, we're seeing a lot of advancements in the world of interoperability. And so with that said, where do you feel CommonWell kind of has a place in all that as we go forward?
CommonWell is really this glue. I feel like that, uh, not only is it a technology network that glues all the different players together, but really gluing the different vendors in the market together. Beyond just the care providers that it's connected to, I think the more important factor is getting collaboration between various vendors that might have their own profit motives, their own reasons to not share data. Commonwealth brings a commonality to it, no pun intended there, to actually do what's right for patients and share data between the different players that need the data shared. So love that aspect of the Commonwealth mission, and it's amazing to see that actually happen over the years as Commonwealth has evolved into this platform and community that is actually making a difference in the interoperability space.
Well, we know that CommonWell has been very pleased and excited with all the work that Redox has done to this point. And for more information on Redox and how you can become a member of our CommonWell Health Alliance, we invite you to log on to commonwellalliance.org.